No?
How do you spell Jonathan?
Uh, uh, I'm suffering a lot.
It rhymes with
J
yeah.
O N A T H A N.
Perfect. Okay. Why is learning English useful for you?
Well, I consider that learning English is one of the things that can help you to not only get a better job, it also enrich your cultural trips.
Okay. Just making some notes. Okay, good. What kind of things do you do with your friends?
Honestly, we do not have any specific plan. We are going out. We are doing what we are feeling in that specific moment. Most of the time, I will say that we are going to the cinema, basically because we love watching films, more exactly action films.
Okay. Do you keep a diary? And if so, what do you write in it? Or if not, why not?
Yes, I do. It's something that really helped me to keep my daily basis track. In fact, if I do not have this, I won't see the way to feel that I have reached my objectives on daily basis. So my diary really helps me to feel better as well with me, myself.
Okay. What do you like doing the most during your free time?
One of the things that I love is going to walk. And in fact, if I have had the opportunity of having good weather, I love walking with my couple or with my girlfriend, um, enjoying the sunny days because it's something that really helped me to set off my stress from my work. Set off free my stress from my work, sorry.
Okay, good. I'm the same, though. I do that as well. I go walking. And I also go fishing to do the same thing. I think being out in nature is good for stress.
Yeah.
The examiner won't say that, by the way. They'll just continue. Okay, so that is the end of part 1.
Okay.
Now we're going to move on to part 2. Can you see in the Google document, Jonathan, the pictures?
Mm-hmm.
So look at the 3 pairs of photographs. 1A, 1B, and 1C. They show people with careers that are considered glamorous. Compare 2 of the pairs of photographs and say what you think each person's life and personality might be like.
Okay. I need to choose one couple of photographs and the other couple of photographs, right? Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to start talking about the couple of photographs, which is 1A, which basically these people are artists. And we are talking about people that are very stressed because of the work that they have, about the audience that every time they are receiving for every moment that they are giving a concert. Whereas, for instance, if we compare with the second photograph on the right side, maybe as we are talking about presenters of TV, the number of fans that they can have is lower. Apart from that, I guess that if we compare both photographs, the personality of the singers in this case is very marked in terms of feeling that they are special in the world, whereas on the second picture is totally the opposite because they are only presenters. So it's like a profession that has many, not all important that they, I don't know how to explain that. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I didn't have my watch going anyway, so I didn't time it. Would you like to do it again, Jonathan? The same one?
Yeah, it's quite difficult to. I'm trying to share something for the second photographs that I say, but it's quite difficult.
Well, you can change if you want to and use the other ones, of course.
Because they have more similarities. I was trying to, but I can try with between the letter A and C.
You choose. Okay, so here are your photographs, Jonathan. They show 3 pairs of people. I would like you to talk about what you think the people's lives are like and what you think the people's personalities are like.
Okay. Talking about the singers, I guess that this kind of artists have a life very stressed because of the amount of concerts that they are giving during the year. But if we compare to the second photograph below, which refers to sport people, it's more or less similar because of they are traveling to perform different competitions in different parts of the world. I guess that both professions are very connected in terms of personality because of the way that they are doing their jobs. They know that they have a specific art in order to do what they are doing. And this mark the way that they behave with the rest of the people in terms of sometimes feeling like a superior people than others. Just to say something difficult for me, this one, honestly.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. We'll come back to it and we'll have a look and put some ideas together. But for now, let's move on to part 3, which I need to paste. 1 second. Okay, can you see this this diagram?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to work with you, and you remember how long we have to talk?
2 minutes?
2 minutes, yep, and then we'll decide something for 3 minutes. So I'll introduce it. That is the end of part 2. Now let's move on to part 3. I want you to look at this page 49, let's see, where there are some issues that young people might care about. First, talk to each other about how much young people care about these issues. Okay?
Okay. So, well, I can take the ball rolling if you want. So, talking about fashion, I guess that when we're talking about young people, from my personal point of view, I guess that they are giving a lot of points to this issue. Well, yes, in this case, issue, because they would like to cause a good impressions in front of the rest of the young people, and this is sometimes is affecting not only to them, it also to their parents in the way that maybe they are educating their children, and this maybe can affect them to how to balance the money that they have and the amount of clothes that they are having. What do you think?
Yeah, I think probably I'm not sure whether the parents would care about the issue so much as the children. The children probably care, and a lot of the time the parents probably don't want to give them money for their clothes, I imagine. What do you think about careers?
Um, from my personal point of view, I guess that careers is something that young people is not paying much attention. Unfortunately, it's something that should be for them the main priority because it's something that is going to affect directly to the future that they are going to have. But as I mentioned before, unfortunately, today maybe the universities are not also helping to young people to encourage them to apply to a career or to start a new career. Do you agree with me?
Um, yeah, I think probably universities could do more. Um, what do you think about politics?
Well, this is something that I guess that they are very okay.
Okay, then we need to decide something. So now we should decide which issue young people in general care about the most.
Um, well, from my personal point of view, I guess that nowadays, if we watch the TV, world problems and more exactly how to save the planet is one of the things that young people right now are paying a lot of attention. Basically, because it's the future that they are going to have. Um, and I'm totally agree with them because it's something that they need to fight against these problems. Not only them, it also the rest of the people who live in this planet. What do you think?
Um, yeah, I agree. I agree. I think that's probably the thing they care about the most. But what about friendships or relationships?
Well, maybe if we are excluding these kind of political problems or political problems that affect to all of us, friendship maybe could be the second position. Um, okay.
Okay, then part four.
1 minute in this case, it was.
That was it. Yeah, that was the 1 minute. But part four, which will be questions about this topic, that can go on for a few minutes. And sometimes they might ask the other person a question and then ask you what you think about what that person said. So
Mhm.
you have to watch out for that. So make sure you're concentrating, listen to the other person. Okay, so Jonathan, some people say that life is easier today for young people than it used to be. Do you agree?
Um, yes, I do. I guess that nowadays the way that young people can get things is easier compared to our ancestors. I guess that this is because the way that sorry, um, is putting all the not only in a political way, but also in a in a in another ways. The way that we can get things easily. I mean, I'm talking about luxury things that nowadays young people can get, and you cannot explain why they are going with this kind of luxury things that maybe our parents did not have the opportunity to get it. Honestly, I'm not sure what is the main reason of this, but I guess that yes, it's totally different if we compare with the past.
Okay. Um, what things do you think that all young people should be able to have, and to do?
Well, I guess that young people are very percentage, a high percentage of our society, and they have something that elder people do not have, such as the possibility of changing the future. It's one of the things that I guess that they can do. The most important thing is the way that they are choosing their careers. I mean, I'm thinking about the different illnesses, that exist right now. I guess that if young people could invest more time on getting careers that are related to medicine or in trying to fight against different illnesses, I guess that this is something that could help to the rest of the society. And obviously, the decision is on them. And for that reason, I guess that maybe they should pay more attention to the political or educational or medical problems that are going to come to the future in order to select the best career.
Okay. What kind of things can young people learn about life from talking to older people?
Well, honestly, I guess that elder people can provide them with the expertise that young people do not have. This is something that is really clear. And I'm talking about the way that maybe they should behave in some situations. I was watching the other day on TV that many young people are being are died because of driving crazy. And maybe this kind of advice that parents can provide them can help them to be conscious when they are driving and not fail on that kind of craziness when they are driving.
Okay, thank you. That is the end of the speaking test.
Okay.
What do you think? How do you think it went?
I was trying to measure every word I was saying, and I guess that today I lost the pace that I had the other days. But I guess that I have more under control, I would say, my exam, my speaking part exam. Maybe I haven't had complex grammar things, but I guess that I have ensured what I say.
Yeah, you're doing it deliberately, right? Deliberately taking a bit more time thinking about things. It's good, I think, probably. I think it's a good thing to speak a bit slower. Also because when we're nervous, people in general, when they're nervous, they speak quicker. So if you already speak quickly and then you're a bit nervous and so you speak even more quickly, I think it's probably better to do like you did today. I noticed quite a few vocabulary or grammar mistakes which we will go through, but maybe the reason I noticed more is because it was easier for me to note more down because it was slower. That's not a bad thing necessarily for you, but I'm just saying if you see there's a lot of mistakes, it's probably just because it was easier for me to notice them. But I think today's approach is better, probably. Be a bit more slower and a bit more considered in your words. I think it's a good idea. And it wasn't too slow either. It seemed like a good pace to me. I would say it was a good speed. That's what I thought. So let's go through. Let's have a look. Part 1. So I'm going to copy over some things.
Okay.
With the name, it was great. Jonathan J. You got it. So good stuff. There were some good vocabulary that you used though, and the first example is saying enrich your cultural traits. I mean, that's a really good sentence, man. The only problem is that there's something missing from the sentence.
For the S?
Yeah.
Enrich.
With an E as well. Enriches.
Okay, yes. Sorry.
All right. It enriches, yes. So there was a couple of these ones. I think either way you missed an S or maybe once or twice where you said an S and you didn't need to. So we'll watch out for that. In fact, this sentence here, do you know what the problem is in this one?
I guess this is the same problem that we did in our last lesson. I guess it's because of using wrongly the verb have.
No, that's okay.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm. Can't remember what this was, either I or we.
I cannot see what is the mistake here.
Okay, so if you say any, then you should put this into plural. So you should say we don't have any plans.
Okay.
If it's singular, then I would say I or we don't have a specific plan.
Okay, I got it.
What about this?
Most of the time, we are going to the cine. The at the beginning of the sentence. Most of the time. Most of the time. Most of the time. Remove the here. No. Most of the time, we are going to the cinema. Wow.
It's like a habit, I suppose, or a more like a habit or a routine, something you do often.
Okay, I got it. So in that case, we need to change the verb. Usually go.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And because you say most of the time, you don't really need to say usually, I don't think. You can just say go. Because saying most of... Well, I mean, you could say usually, but more or less it's the same as saying most of the time. So.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, I'm gonna make some marks down here. Let's say watch.
In fact, we talked about this some lessons ago, right? So about the habits to use the present. Oh my god.
Yeah, but it's easier to forget these things, you know. Especially when you're in an exam situation, there's pressure. Okay. Really help. Okay, yeah. What about this?
Really helped me to keep my daily basis track. ED.
Yep.
I didn't say with this track.
Maybe you did, but I didn't quite hear the t. So tracked. I didn't hear it, but it's possible you did. There's another thing as well though.
Level S.
Yeah. Exactly.
It helps.
Yeah. Good. Then can you pronounce this word?
Rich.
Yeah, okay, so when you say it, it sounds a bit more like this word. So what we need to do is we need to really put the E. Reach. Good.
So let's stand the letter E.
Yeah, exactly. Reach. That's it.
Reach. Okay. On daily basis.
Yeah, it's well, tell me if you think you can see any problem. maybe if it was like this.
I do this on my daily basis.
Yeah, I think
What we are missing.
if you say I, then I would probably not say my. I would just say ah.
Okay.
Because it's singular. A basis is a singular thing. Then.
But we can also use my, or sounds redundant.
I would say ah, because you could use my, but I wouldn't use my also saying I. So you could say, for example, my daily basis includes. But I wouldn't say, I do this. Maybe we can say it. I do this on my daily. I don't think so. I think if you say I would then just say ah. I don't know why, but it feels more natural to me to then say ah after a. But in a different sentence, you could just say my daily basis if you're not saying I. So, for example, my daily basis includes.
Okay.
And then going to whatever verb with an ing.
Well, this is something that I'm failing every time. This is a common expression from my language. Every time I'm saying on daily basis without including the letter A or yeah.
I think it's possible to say daily bases, maybe, but we don't normally say this in English, so I don't know if it's actually I don't think it's a phrase. I'm just having a look to see if anyone's ever said daily bases plural, but nope. You have to say a daily basis.
Okay, got it.
Different in Spanish, huh?
No, it's not because of being a false friend. It's because I don't know why, but I guess that I read about this, and sometimes I guess that I have seen this without a. I don't know why.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Then you said I really like going to walk, which is okay, but I would probably say I really like going for a walk.
For a walk. Too windy today there?
It's really windy, yeah. You can hear that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My God.
Also because of the windows right here, so that probably makes it noisy. But yeah, it's really windy. Okay, then free my stress from work. Okay, so I was just thinking we can find a better way to say this. So let's have a think. Okay, how about this? Free me from my stressful working life. This could be a good expression.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Is this expression right? Set up free of stress?
Yeah, you said that at first, I remember.
Get rid of?
Get rid of would be okay. Get rid of my stress.
Get rid of my stress.
But not set up. Not set up. You can say set me free from stress. Maybe that's what you're thinking of. But it's not too common. The best one would be this get rid of. That's good.
Get rid of.
I'll put it up here.
Okay.
Yeah, normally with set, we say to set somebody free from something. It's an expression. Maybe that's what you were thinking of.
Okay.
It's not normally set something. It's normally set somebody free from something. Okay, then I'm moving down to part 2. Tricky one, eh? Part 2 today.
Yeah.
Okay, this is more or less the same, I think. They have a life very stressed. Okay, can you think of a different way to say this? It's funny because this type of expression has come out quite a few times in the speaking test today, so maybe it's in your mind, stressful work.
Yeah. Well, we can say that they were overloaded of tasks.
Yeah. Overloaded, that's good. Okay, also, this type of expression might be, they're really good to use in this part because they're speculating. And you should use these speculating words in the exam because we don't know, we're guessing. They could be overloaded with tasks. They might have very stressful lives. That would be the best way to say it.
Stressful lives, yeah.
Okay. And the next page.
Giving a concert. It's not giving, right? It's performing or...
Yeah, performing would be the best word probably. They are performing a concert.
Yeah, because I was thinking about the speech, giving a speech.
Yeah, performing is good. Giving a speech is good, but for speech, not for concert. Okay, good swap. I can't remember why I wrote that down. Okay. The transition between the talking about those ones and then talking about those ones was good. That's why I think I wrote that down. Yeah, good swap. Remember to use some words of contrast as well when you do that, like whereas.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Those linking words. Okay. You said their lives are very connected, which I think is a good expression. That's why I wrote it down. Yeah, good expression. Then you said this marked the way they behave. Can you see any mistake in that?
The past. Here.
Okay, yeah, or could be present, in which case it would be with an S. This marks.
Yeah.
But not here. They behave is good, just here. This one.
Alright.
Because it's this, which is the same as saying it. It's like third person.
Okay.
Can you remember what you said in this sentence? Can you remember what it was?
Yeah, because of the personality of the people, I guess. So the way that you act is the way that you behave.
Yeah, okay. That's fine. Good.
So it's like, because of doing something, the cause-effect relationship. So
Yeah.
this marks the way you behave because of what you did in the past.
Okay. You could also say, again, just looking at the spelling of this word, epitomize. Do you know the word epitomize?
No.
Okay, so epitomizes. Let's see if I can find a definition for you that's better than mine. To be a perfect. Okay, it's a bit different, I guess. Here's an example I found. Google. Could be a good word to use in the exam.
Epitomize.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect example. Okay.
was trying to think how you could tie it to that. But there probably would be a way. But it's too much for my brain right now. It could be a good word to use, epitomize. Okay, part 3. To get the ball rolling, good expression. Yeah, you used that one last time. It's good expression. What about this?
A good impression without S.
Yep, exactly. What about this?
R.
Yep.
Pain.
Yep, and there's another thing as well that I noticed, because you use this expression a couple times. Something missing from this expression.
Missing. The people in pain. To?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. At the end.
Yeah, that's it. We always say pay attention to something.
Okay.
I think you know.
Again.
Yeah, I spotted it. One of them, I think you said it twice in the exam. One of them you corrected yourself, I think, and then just said it again, I think, unfortunately. And this one?
A little S affects all of us.
Yep, that would be good. And also, one more thing.
Affects. Well, I don't know.
Okay, so don't say to. Just say affects and then the object without to.
All of us.
Yeah. Or
okay.
It affected him. No to.
Okay.
Okay, then part 4. Just a couple of things. Part 4 I thought was good. Part 3 I thought was good as well, actually. Okay, so part 4 we just this mainly just pronunciation things. Can you say these? It sounded like you said or and
yeah.
But the pronunciation is more like our.
Yeah.
Strange pronunciation.
Our ancestors.
Yeah, ancestors is good. Just our, like that, I guess. Our. Can you say this word?
Illnesses.
That's better, yeah. So you need to stress that beginning bit. Illnesses. Yeah, I think when you said it before, it sounded a bit more like illnesses, but the stress should be illnesses at the beginning.
Illnesses.
And the next word?
Expertise.
If it's a verb, then yes. But I think you used it as a noun, which is probably why I wrote it down.
Expertise.
Yeah, strange, huh? Actually, I don't know if expertise is a verb, thinking about it. Expertise is the correct.
But this is for verbs and nouns, you mean? The same spelling, or?
Well, I'm trying to think how to use it as a verb. I don't think it is a verb. I was thinking it was a verb, but it's not a verb. It's just a noun, and the pronunciation is expertise.
Okay. Driving crazy. pronunciation in this case, or something that which is wrong grammatically?
So, let me try and remember. Driving crazy.
I remember that I said craziness or something like that.
Yeah, you said craziness after, which was good. Maybe it was like they are driving crazy. In which case, you would need...
It's an adjective in this case.
Yeah, it would need to be an adverb. And do you know how to make it an adverb?
By adding ear, crazier, or not?
No, that would be a superlative adjective. He is crazier than I am. Not the adverb. The adverb would be something different.
Crazy. Not sure. Not sure, right?
Okay, so what do most adverbs end in?
Lee.
Yep.
Crazy. But this.
Yep, that's it.
Should we change crazily?
Crazily.
Okay.
Could also say they are driving like crazy. That's an alternative. Okay.
Okay.
We can